Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to start a super easy modified version of the curly girl method that leaves out all of the impractical and confusing rules of strict curly girl method and also will not cost you a ton of time and money. And just to prove to you that just about anybody can do it and this method works, this is what my hair looked like before starting this modified curly girl method. So the first step is to clarify and deep condition. So this is my very favorite product for this step because it is incredibly cheap, which is perfect for a product that we're only going to use once. And this shampoo is a sulfate shampoo, and we want to use a sulfate shampoo for this final wash because we want to clear out anything we were using in the past and create a clean slate for the healthy ingredients we're going to be using on our hair from now on. After we've clarified, it is incredibly important that we deep condition next, and this is my absolute favorite to this day, and I highly recommend it for beginners as well. So this deep conditioner is super thick, as well as most other deep conditioners, but it really gets the job done. And this deep conditioner is going to fill your hair up with a ton of moisture and all of the nutrients that your hair needs. So what I like to do personally is apply some to the length of my hair and then split my hair onto either side of my neck and apply some more. I have an entire video on how I deep condition, which I will have linked in the cards and down below. So next up is detangling. And this is my absolute favorite hairbrush for detangling because the bristles are super flexible, which is great for fragile curly hair. And I personally like to detangle with my conditioner in my hair in the shower. I find it to be easier. You can detangle before your shower. It's totally up to you and what you prefer, as long as you're doing it correctly. So you are going to start detangling by starting at your ends and slowly and gently working your way up. So every wash after that final wash, you're going to want to use a silicone and sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner. And I honestly cannot recommend these enough. They are absolutely amazing and incredibly affordable. And then about one wash a week, you're going to want to make sure you are deep conditioning your hair to make sure your hair is getting all the nutrients it needs. Next, let's talk about styling products. So my formula for great results on wash day is to use a hydrating product plus a product for hold. So you're going to use either a leave-in or cream plus a gel or a mousse. And for beginners, I 100% recommend that you start out with really affordable styling products because there is nothing worse than spending a bunch of money on a hair product only to find out that it's not going to work on your hair. And when you're just starting out, you're more than likely going to have to experiment with some different products to find out just exactly what your hair likes. So I have all of these products that I'm showing now listed down in the description down below, and I also have written a blog post to go along with this video talking more in depth about each of these products so you can make a better decision on which of these products would work for you. And all of these products are super affordable and really easy to find at wherever you typically find your styling products, so Target, CVS, wherever. So next is styling techniques. So this is going to take some trial and error to find what works for you, but I wanted to show you some different techniques and explain a little bit about each one. So this is raking, which is going to help distribute your product and give you smaller, defined curls. And this is praying hands, which is going to give you bigger, thicker curl clumps. And then, of course, scrunching, which is going to help your curls bounce up, which is typically the last step that I like to do for styling. The next step is how you're going to absorb the excess water out of your hair. So you're going to use either a t-shirt or a microfiber towel because regular towels are too harsh on our hair. And my very favorite is either a t-shirt towel or just an old cotton t-shirt. So what I like to do is plop my hair in the towel for about 15 minutes while I get dressed or do my makeup. And then I take it out and scrunch out that excess water. And I have an entire video on plopping over on my channel. Next, you're going to need to decide how you're going to dry your hair, so either air drying or diffusing. So my favorite tip for air drying is to flip your hair back and use a little claw clip to pin up that top section of your hair. And this is going to help get a lot of volume, which is really hard to achieve with air drying. And it's also just going to keep your hair out of your face while it's pretty wet when you first start air drying. So what I like to do once I start noticing that my hair is starting to dry is to take out that cloud clip and start flipping my hair from side to side every 15 minutes or so. So I'm just going to flip my part, and what this is going to do is create even more volume. Or there is always diffusing, and I will have my diffusing tutorial and my favorite diffuser linked down below. So once your hair is totally dry, you may notice that it's kind of crunchy and hard. So this next step is to scrunch out the crunch and fluff. So to scrunch out the crunch, I like to flip my head to one side and then just start scrunching my hair. And then to fluff, I just flip my head over and fluff up my roots. And these are my results from this styling routine that I just demonstrated for you guys. The next step is to protect your waves and curls at night, and this is going to help your hair look really great for days at a time, and it's also just going to protect your hair from breakage and frizz. So there are a ton of different ways to protect your curls and waves at night, and I will have my tutorial on sleeping on your curls and all these different methods in the description down below. So it's inevitable that some days between your washes, your curls aren't going to look their best. They're going to need some help. So it's important to know how to refresh your curls. And I have an entire video on all the different ways to refresh your curls based on what they actually need. So I'll have that linked in the cards and down in the description down below. So the last step, and what will probably be your least favorite, is just to be patient and know that healthy hair takes time. But I promise you that learning to love your hair is so worth it. And when you see that first little ringlet pop up, or that first frizz-free wash day, or those beautiful beachy waves, when you start seeing those, it will all be worth it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I will see you again soon.